everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is Kizzy and today I am with Debs.
Hi.
So, I am doing a new series where I'm going to go to booksellers' houses and do a video and do a bookshelf tour of their bookshelves.
You started with the longest one.
Starting with Debs, who has an entire room of books.
Yes.
I'm very jealous of your bookshelves.
It has been accumulated in not very long, really. I don't want to think about the money that I've just put into this, but you know.
A message from my friend because she just saw that I posted, the 50 plus.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Where do you keep your books?" And then she sat behind me, was at this massive bookshelf. I was like, this is where I keep them. And then in piles around the room because they don't fit on there. Basically, the plan is for this video is to just discuss books. So it won't be like a book tour like you're used to seeing where we go through every single book. Because how many books do you have?
Too many. A lot.
200 plus?
Oh, you lovely, lovely child. No, wait, I've got numbers. I've got numbers. Well, I know how many are like on my physical TBR. So I've got 670 on the physical TBR.
And that's just in these books?
That's
not ones from back home?
No, that's everything that's in this room. And then there's probably about maybe another 200 that I've read, or 150 that I've read. Something
Does
like
that include your box set or your grouped manga? So you got 3?
No, I just count them as one.
As well? Okay.
I count physical,
book.
Mhm. Oh, otherwise it would never end. This is already too much.
So you got about 800 books here?
Yeah, probably. I think so.
That makes you think, when you go into a bookshop, how many books do we have in that bookshop?
So many.
So many.
You don't want to know how many times I got the £10 since
Yeah.
I've worked out Waterstones.
Waterstones £10 is a scary thing.
It's a curse and a blessing.
It is. That's why I spend it now. So then you never know.
Mm.
Wait, you've got the stone in the skull there? I thought you gave that to me.
What is it?
The stone in the skull?
Yeah, I gave it to you because I had two.
Ah.
See, remember how I won a giveaway?
Yes.
And the person in the giveaway gave me got me this, but then
Essentially.
someone also got me this at the same time for a trade, and then I was like, oh, for once did I win something. God damn it.
What is your favourite part of your bookshelf?
Oh.
It's
What a dreadful question.
It's whenever someone asks you what's your favourite book, it's the most hated question to get asked as a book person.
Just I don't know, do you have 3 hours?
Yeah.
Well, currently maybe the Babel section, just because I've just done it and it's brand new.
Yeah.
And
it is a snazzy looking section.
I know, right? It's that little cardboard cutout. It does everything.
It adds the pizzazz.
Yeah. But in normal times, probably my Sanderson bit.
Yeah.
Just because I like the map of the
The look,
It's so pretty.
map. And it's framed. All my stuff's just dodgily stuck on walls.
I've framed, it used to be dodgily stuck on wall, and then I was like, no, this needs to be framed.
This needs to be framed.
Yeah.
Can you buy them? I might need to buy that.
Yeah, you can probably find maps of the Citadel on Etsy, I reckon.
Yeah. Because that
I
is my
think
dream, is to have just a giant map wall.
Well, I'm pretty sure he sells the maps on his website,
Right.
but you have to pay for shipping from America and stuff, so it's a bit expensive.
Doesn't know that the leather
Leather
bound. You have to buy them individually, you can't just add them onto your basket.
I think that's just the Stormlight one.
That's the one I want.
Yeah, because the Stormlight one is they send straight from the warehouse or something, I think.
Yeah.
So you can buy them with the other ones.
Yeah.
Spend all my money on Sanderson anyways.
I would spend my money on Sanderson. So it's mainly fantasy, isn't it, that you've got?
Yeah, it's... I'd say it's probably 85% fantasy.
Yeah.
No, that's not true. I've got so much manga now.
Yeah, I was going to say, you've got 2, 3, 2.5.
Yeah, 2.5 shelves of manga. That's not counting the stuff that's in the living room as well, because my oversized Berserk is in the living room.
Because that is a lot of manga.
Yeah.
Well.
So maybe it's 60% sci-fi and fantasy.
Well, what's this little one here?
That's romance. So you've got contemporary romance at the top, and then it's fantasy, supernatural romance. And then you've got that shelf of basically Tessadair.
I remember when you ordered all those and they came to the shop.
And everyone was judging me for those dreadful covers. I love them though, they're so cute. In a really bad way. But yeah, it's mostly fantasy, sci-fi. Well, that's not true. That's mostly fantasy. There's a shelf of sci-fi.
Yeah, I don't like sci-fi.
Well, I didn't used to. I think during the lockdown I just had like a moment of like, no, I need to get into sci-fi. So I bought a bunch of sci-fi and then didn't read them until recently.
Yeah. You're liking the Expanse series, aren't you?
It's so good.
It's sci-fi.
Yeah.
I
It's
thought it was
lesbian necromancers in space.
Oh.
That's how it's sold to people.
I didn't know it was in space.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how sci-fi it is, but people have been saying lesbian necromancers in space, so I've put it in the sci-fi section. But I'm not sure if it's like heavy on the sci-fi or heavier on the fantasy.
I wasn't even that big of a fan of like Skyward, and that's Sanderson.
Skyward is like teen though, really.
Yeah.
I mean, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really fun, but
It's just a fun little project, isn't it?
yeah, I quite like it.
How many editions of different Sandersons have you got? Way of Kings, I can see at least.
I was gonna say, I knew this question would come up. I've got 1, 2, 3 different editions of the Way of Kings. I think I've got. Do I count the leatherbound?
Yeah.
Then 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 4. No, 5. I knew there was another one somewhere. I've got 5 different editions of Mistborn.
Nice.
And then Elantris I've got twice because I read this one, but then realised that they did like a 10th anniversary edition that had like more content in it. So then I bought that.
I thought that was just the normal one, but the 10th anniversary edition had, you know where he's orange there?
Yeah.
It's green.
Yeah, so that's like the newer version.
Right. I don't like. I prefer the green one.
Well, that's why I haven't gotten rid of the green one.
Yeah.
Because I quite like it. But also, I like orange, so.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So I don't mind it.
You are the orange queen.
Yeah. But yeah, so I still haven't read it, like the 20th anniversary edition. So I don't know what's actually different.
Do you know what I am shocked?
If anything.
That you haven't then got a Way of Kings to match your Words of Radiance and Oathbringer. Because you got Way of Kings in a one edition. Well,
They don't do them?
Yes, they do.
I can't find them.
I've got them.
What?
My Way of Kings is split in 2.
Oh, do you mean? Oh, yeah. So I got Way of Kings first, and then I thought they were going to do the other ones in the same editions, which I didn't do. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
And then I should really buy the like split in 2.
No,
like
you should really. That's ridiculous. You don't need to.
No, I don't need to do that. You know what I almost did? It really upsets me that they changed the font.
No. Okay, no. Mine, I'm really annoyed because I bought them pretty much all in box sets so that they'd be the same, but they're still not the same.
They're still not the same.
Because I think.
Because I've got those 2 are like the newer ones, and then that's the old one.
I think that's it. I've got some that I've got the coloured Sanderson thing, and then some that I've just got the not coloured Sanderson thing.
I think most of the ones I have are like the older ones.
Yeah.
And then but also like look how floppy it is.
You like a floppy?
That's why I keep it, because like it's so big, it needs to be floppy. Look at this. It's the best.
I'm listening to it again on audiobook. It's so great.
I'm gonna get the audiobook so I can listen to it.
I don't like a floppy book. I'm quite happy to read my book like this.
Well, I do too, to be honest, but like if it's floppy, then I'd rather it being floppy. It just that was a weird sentence. I'd rather things be floppy, okay? Then you've got like the little.
Do you have the short stories in the collection as well? Yeah.
I do. Which is in no particular space because I didn't know where to put it. Like I tried to put them in there. That's not true. I'll just put them however they fit, really.
Yeah, I was gonna say because that's the wrong reading order for me.
Well, because technically I could go with like.
I go Elantris first.
Because it's the first one that came out.
It's the first one that came out, and I just think it works as the first one.
I think I've done like I started as like favourites, but then clearly it isn't because I don't like Wallbreaker that much. Well, that's a strong statement.
Yeah, I was. Whoa, take a step back, please.
No, I like it, but I don't like it as much as Elantris, which I know is like a slightly controversial take, but I think Elantris is much better than Wallbreaker.
So I really liked Elantris when I read it, because a lot of people say not to read Elantris as the first one, even though technically it should be the first one. But I disagree with that. I think if you're going to try Sanderson, you should try Elantris first.
I think you
Because
need...
then you're not committed to a massive series.
Yeah. And also people say that, like, the writing isn't as good as in Elantris, so, like, surely you'd start with the one that's not the best.
Not the
supposedly.
best. Yeah, because if you go back... But then I re-listened to Elantris and Warbreaker earlier this year. And before that, so I read Elantris, then I read the Mistborn trilogy, the first one. Then I read Warbreaker, and I thought I preferred Warbreaker to Elantris.
Yeah.
Pretty close, but I thought Warbreaker, I think I prefer that. Then I re-listened to them, and actually, I much prefer Elantris.
I just love Elantris, like, all the, like, political shit that's going on, and, like, the villain is so good.
Yeah.
And I love it.
Yeah.
I love it so much. I really want to listen/read it again. But that's the same with all the Sanderson ones, to be honest. I always want to reread them all, and then I'm just stuck in, like, not reading them.
The books are so good though.
And I got Final Empire and Hero of Ages. I got the audiobooks so I could re-listen, so then I can finally move on to Era 2, which I know I don't really need to do, but, like, in my brain I need to do that.
Yeah, I don't need to.
And then I kind of want to, like, reread all of the Cosmere before I reread Stormlight.
Yeah.
Because then I've got, like, all the characters that may or may not come in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so bad at that. Even when I've, like, literally just read them and they appear, I still don't notice them.
Right, so when you start reading Ship of Magic, right?
Yeah.
By the end of Ship of Magic, I'll be like, Kizzy, did you realise who this person was?
Because even, like, so I was re-listening to Way of Kings, right? And I know you've told me that this character appears. And so I was listening to the description, I was like, I still can't remember who this character is. I still don't know where they come from.
No!
Maybe I should carry on with Starwood. I just don't know. I just think there's other things I'd rather read.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh, I'm committed now. I've got them all.
Is
so.
it finished yet?
I think it's supposed to be a quartet, so there's just one more. Because that's just a collection of short stories.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
That's how he gets you. He does like short story collections.
That's true.
He's got
To be
too much
fair,
information in his brain.
I do love a short story collection. Have you read The Emperor's Soul? It's an Elantris short story. Is it in here?
It must be in there. Yes, I think I have. No, I haven't. Have I?
It is incredible. Like, it's really, really good.
Maybe not then, I haven't.
Yeah, it's on here.
No, I don't think...
The Emperor's Soul and The Hope of Elantris.
I've read The Hope of... No, I haven't. Have I? I don't know. Because I was meant to do it, like, proper, fully, like, everything. But I don't. I still haven't read The Secret Metal, which is the Mistborn one. You need to read that one.
Before... Is it
after...
Mistborn Secret History?
Yes.
Yes. I know that I can't read that right now. Like, I know I can't read it.
Yeah.
I know I can't, but I basically can't read half of what's in here.
No.
Oh.
But I think you need to read all of them.
Sorry. I need to stop doing this. That was really nice art. Oh. But look how pretty. I mean, I have no idea what it's from. And
see?
That's really pretty, though. I didn't realise there was art in it. I mean, I knew there was, like, a bit of...
gruesome.
I know, right? I knew there was some White Sand, like, pages, so that's going to be comics, but I didn't realise there was other art.
Your Farseer trilogy shelf series, not trilogy. It's much longer than a trilogy. It's quite impressive as well, to be fair.
I recently realised that, because I thought I had all of, like, Robin Hobb's books. It turns out I don't. I really don't. No, she's got loads of books written under Megan Lindholm. Lindholm? I don't know how you say it. But she's got, like, 2 or 3 series, like, written under there, and I'm like, excuse me. I don't know. I don't know why she's got a... I don't know, there's other people who have pen names, to be honest.
Yeah.
I found this one in a charity shop for, like, a tenner.
What?
And it's 40 quid, usually.
Is it leather?
No. It's like a cloth, I guess.
Oh. Ooh.
I know, right?
Look at that.
The end pages are really pretty, which is really why I bought it. I'll probably never buy the rest of the series, but, like, in those editions.
Yeah.
But
No.
oh well. It was a tenner, and I was like, yes, please.
That's very good.
It's very pretty. I like it. They're the same, I think. Yeah. Slightly disappointing.
That's good. It's good stuff.
My favourite editions are the illustrated ones because I really like the illustrator.
Yeah.
Like, she's so good. You've read the first one, haven't you?
Yeah, I've read the first 2.
Wicked then. I was like, I don't want to spoil you anything. But like, wait, let me find. Look at that.
That is cool.
Baby Fitz.
Baby,
And
with
the
the little
king and the puppies. And then my favourite one is like at the... Is it? Favourite one's the one at the back. But it's kind of sad.
Oh.
But like, it's so nice. I love it.
Can you get... See, the thing is when you get prints and books, it's always really sad that you can't then like display them.
I know.
Because you can't buy them anywhere.
No, you can't.
Do you have much YA?
Not really. I've got more YA in the hardbacks just because I had like the Fairy Loot YA subscription for so long. So I've got like some YA in there, and then otherwise it's hidden here, kind of. Although, right, I'm gonna gripe about this. This is YA, but they've been selling it in the UK as adult.
Have they?
Fantasy. Yeah, it comes up on like on the system as like fantasy sci-fi. It upsets me very much. It's like the author says that it's YA.
Does it say on the back?
Yeah, it comes up as fiction fantasy.
Oh.
They've been doing that.
Books though, I feel like they...
I'm still scarred from Daughter of the Moon Goddess.
Yeah.
And like, I'm just so angry at how things are marketed at the moment. I'm just like...
I haven't mentioned that on this channel yet. So...
Yeah, Daughter of the Moon Goddess was god awful.
We tried to buddy read this book after having a very successful buddy read.
Yes.
With the Poppy War.
That was lovely.
It
Beautiful.
was lovely,
10 out of 10.
Splendid time was that. So then we picked 2 bad ones.
And then we picked up the first binding.
The first binding, yeah.
Which we couldn't get into. I still have hope.
Yeah,
for
you've
it.
still got the proof. Oh no, have you given them? You've got rid of the proofs.
I will. Yeah, I'll buy the paperback when it comes out, I think. And like try again.
I don't know. I think
I have hope. I'll see when the paperback comes out if like my hope has died or
yeah,
or if I'm still there. But then we picked up Daughter of the Moon Goddess,
which I had high hopes for.
So did I.
It was one of the first books that I bought when I joined the bookshop.
It's like, it's got a beautiful cover. It sounded incredible.
It did, yeah.
I was very excited.
But then you know what? This is what I've discovered. Is why I'm trying to not buy hardbacks, because people push the hardbacks. People, as in publishers. Publishers push the hardback, but then if you don't ever hear of it on social media or see it on anyone reading it on YouTube or anything, in like 3 or 4 months' time, I feel like then it was just a publicity thing and actually people didn't enjoy actually reading it.
But a lot of people did like Daughter of the Moon Goddess. Like, a lot of people liked it, but then I keep on seeing like people who like didn't like it as much now, and I'm like,
It wasn't bad, it just was not good.
Well, I would go as far as to say that it was bad.
It was bad, yeah.
But it's also it was also marketed as adult fantasy, and it really isn't.
It wasn't.
It's
unless
it's
there's something that's gonna happen in the next.
No, because I skimmed through the rest of the book.
No.
I just thought that it was not very well developed.
It wasn't very well written. It was just show. Everything was show. There was no description at all. Things happened like that, but not in a good way. It wasn't good for pacing.
No, I did not believe any that was happening, and I didn't understand why everyone was in love with that main character. Yeah, no, I was disappointed.
Absolutely disappointed.
Very disappointed. I feel like... No, that's not true. No, I was going to say like, oh, maybe if like they'd marketed it as YA, then I would have liked it more. But I don't think I would have, because
No, because that's why I don't like a lot of YAs, because it's like that.
Because I wouldn't have picked it up probably if I knew that it was YA. So like, I've bought this because it sounds incredible, and also look at this fucking cover.
It's a cover.
It's incredible. So I love it, and I haven't read it, but I feel like I'm gonna love it. It comes off. Everything is good. Everything is fine. Then I've got Nevernight, which is not YA, so I don't know why it's here.
No.
Probably just because it fit.
You could almost have a Christoph shelf soon.
Yeah.
With that stunning Empire of the Vampire. That's YA.
The Aurora ones as well. Yeah, but that's really good.
Is it?
I really enjoyed it.
You don't have Illuminate?
I did, and then I got rid of it because I wasn't really interested. I don't know. I think it's the mixed media that just...
I think apparently it's actually really good on audiobook.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking I don't need the physical copy. If I want to read it, I'll probably pick up the audiobook. And then I've just picked up... They had like a 2-for-1 sale on Audible. So I got Aurora Rising and Aurora Burning on audio, because I don't remember really what happened in the first one, apart from that elf-looking guy was really hot, and that's and that's all I remember, which is why he's spaced out.
Yeah,
because he's pretty.
He's pretty.
But that's all I remember, so I need to do that, and then I can read the third one, because the third one has my favourite character on the cover. But but I don't know what's going on. No. And then I've got the Tealing books.
Is that good? Have you read them?
Yes.
Are they good?
Book 1 was phenomenal. So good. Book 2 was really good as well. Book 3 was incredible until the ending. I really disliked the ending.
That's no... Endings can make or break books, can't they?
So I'm like, I'll still recommend it, because I think like it's a really good first 2 books. I love them. But then I did not get on with, like, it's like the last 30 pages.
Oh, see, I want to know.
And also I don't have the first one because it's at my mum's. Otherwise I would have been like, take the first one, but
no,
I can't.
okay.
I can offer you the second one, and that's it.
Is that YA? Because that's where we share that.
In fantasy, I thought it was YA. Because I mean, it's one of those weird in between ones. Because she starts when I think it starts when she's 16, but it's definitely got adult themes and things happening. So I think it's more fantasy, maybe.
Yeah.
And then I've got just a bunch of YA stuff. You know what? This is an underrated series.
I've seen that a lot of places though.
I loved this book so much. I think it's because it's kind of old now.
Yeah.
But I just $6.99. Sorry. Imagine
Don't
that.
get a book for $6.99 these days.
That's what I was thinking.
Jesus Christ.
It's Jesus. Yeah, I got
be a tenner now.
It would be. I think I've read the first one 3 times.
Really?
Yeah, I love
How
that
many
book
is
so much. 3, yeah, it's a trilogy.
Hmm.
And it's kind of I don't even know, post-apocalyptic,
dystopian?
Yeah, so angels came down to Earth, right?
Yeah.
And instead of helping everyone, they're actually killing everyone and enslaving humans.
Ah,
Mm-hmm.
how'd you do?
It's a good time.
Yeah.
Good time. There's some pretty horrific shit that happens in there.
Oh, really?
It's really good.
That's such a sentence.
It's incredible. And yeah, the rest I think is just random YA that I haven't. During the lockdowns, I was very bored at home, and I bought many books.
Yeah.
I think I probably bought a shelf's worth of books.
A bookshelf or a single
a bookshelf worth of books, because I was so bored. The mailman was at my door every day with a Waterstones parcel.
The post office in.
Oh, I did. They were very... Nah, I don't know if they were very happy, but they were coming anyway.
Yeah. Is that manga romance as well?
Yeah, so that's the subgenre of manga romance / manga about cats, I guess. Because a man and his cat is not romance, but it's also the best thing ever.
It's cute. It's a romance between a man and his cat.
That
Not in a creepy
sounds
way.
wrong.
It
No,
does.
it's not.
Romance.
It's very wholesome.
Catmans?
A catman's, yeah, if you will. Except fairy tale, that's in the middle. That has nothing to do here, really, but I don't have anywhere else to put it, so.
It does fit very nicely.
Yeah. But yeah, that little bit is manga romance.
Nice.
And then the top shelf is a mix of manga romance and The Way of the House Husband is a romance either. It's just funny. It's just a funny manga. Yeah, it's a bit of a mix in here. I tried for a theme and then it never really stays because there's just so much manga.
Yeah.
And I can't.
It's a lot.
I don't have enough
You
space.
should invest in manga, I feel like. Because they're not cheap.
No, they're quite expensive.
And there's so many of them. And they take you not that long to read.
Yeah. And some of them are Tommy's, so...
Yeah. Do you reread manga?
I haven't yet. I haven't yet, but Well, I suppose, like, because, like, Mob Psycho, I've watched the anime, and then I'm reading the manga as well, so it doesn't really count as rereading, but, like, I already know what happens, so I don't know. I probably will reread, like, One Piece.
Yeah.
Because,
like, I think, because my brother is a manga dude, and I'm pretty sure growing up, he would just reread the same ones over and over.
Yeah, so did my brother. My brother reread them a lot.
Yeah.
I think I haven't come to that, like, rereading stage yet, because I've got so much to read.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's probably One Piece I would reread 100%. I'm finally on, like, volume 100. I've got it. It's here. I can read it.
Is that what you posted on your Instagram earlier?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful. I'm so excited. But yeah, the other ones are just... really the ratio of, like, what I've read and what I haven't read is, like, quite disturbing, so...
Why? What do you mean?
Because I've read all of One Piece.
Yeah.
I've read...
Naruto, you got a lot of that.
I've read most of Naruto. I'm, like, 5 3-in-1s away from the end.
Right.
But, like, I know it ends because I've watched the anime since I was a kid, so I'm just not ready for the books to end yet.
Yeah.
And then haven't read any of those. That's the bottom shelves are Tommy's. Because, you know, we don't need to see them. Except Hunter x Hunter. I want to read that. Or Hunter x Hunter. I never know. People say Hunter x Hunter, some people say Hunter x Hunter, and then I'm just confused. I just don't know.
Mental state of confusion.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I haven't read, like, probably half of what I've got.
That's not that bad, though.
Well, I think it's because, like, it was so hard to get manga for a bit that, like, I panicked.
Oh, you panicked.
I panicked, and every time I saw, like, a volume that I didn't have, I was just like, yeah, I'll buy this while it's here. And now it's... No, that's not true. It's still a pain to get manga, but it's slightly better.
Yeah.
So, I didn't need to panic, but whatever. Bloody Brexit. I just think of, like, which ones to make you read. One Piece, obviously, but you will have to. You will have no choice.
It's on the schedule as a video in the next couple of months.
Nice.
So I'll have to sit down and video that one.
To be fair, that will be quite an easy one to do. Once you get the hang of reading manga, it'll be easy.
The thing, like, I don't know how to read manga. I feel like there's so much information on the page. Like, do you look at the pictures or do you just read the thing? Like, how long do you spend per page?
We'll go for, like, a crash course. It depends. I think some people, like, take a bit longer than me to read it because they, like, proper take in, like, all the art and stuff. Whilst, like, I go a bit quicker and then just stop if there's, like, a particularly good bit, I suppose. But you just, like, look at that! Look how good. This is so cute. Anyways. So, like, you read it... Well, I'll find a page where there's, like, more than, like, 2. It's like you read it from, like, here to here. So you go, like this, then like this.
Yeah.
You know. You get the hang of it, eventually. Margot's read a couple and she's got it.
Yeah.
So.
And you have the classic TBR trolley.
Oh, yeah. Well, it started as a TBR trolley, but then literally like 90% of my shelves is TBR, so it doesn't quite...
An imminent TBR trolley.
Yeah, it's an imminent TBR trolley.
What's
Ish.
the of fist?
Oh, the gauntlet and the fist beneath.
Oh, wow, I really read that wrong. That was terrible.
It's an interesting...
It's that font, okay?
Yeah, it's an interesting font.
There was another book in that haul that I just did, okay? It was the book that randomly got sent about the history one.
Yep.
Right, her name was Harriet, okay? Now I pronounce it like Barry or something like that. It wasn't Barry, but it was completely wrong.
I really wish it was Barry.
Like Berniette or something like that. Like I completely got it wrong. And Edith was messaging me like, I'm not sure to do with this book, like, because it's like, I can't disguise this at all, it's completely wrong. I was like, just cut it out, it's fine, just get rid of the book. It's fine, I'll add it into the next haul instead.
You know what always makes me laugh? You say Loch Lamore, there's an A at the end, it's Loch Lamore.
No, I know that because I did that in a video and like 3 people commented saying you're pronouncing it completely wrong. And I was like, crap, but it's in my head now.
I know, every time you say it, I'm like, it's fine. It's fine, I know. I know what she means.
Yeah, Loch Lamore.
Yeah. It's somewhere in there.
I don't, because I think I just assumed that was an E. My entire time that I've known that as
It's a very big, bold A.
I know. I just need to stop rushing when I read things. That was like, what was another thing I'd read completely wrong? I don't know, a lot of things, to be fair, a lot of words. And normally people don't correct me. It's only then when I hang out with my family they don't care if I'm...
Yeah.
If, like, they'll just call me out and they're like, that's not how you pronounce that. I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, that's just wrong.
That's just not it.
I was like, but I've been pronouncing this for, like, forever. And they're like, well, you're just wrong then.
Well, for the longest time, because, like, obviously English isn't my first language, so
Yeah.
the things that I'd read, I thought, well, yeah, I know that word.
Yeah.
And then, like, for the longest time, I said, like, stifling. And it's stifling.
I was like, what is that?
yeah, I
like
was
that.
pronouncing it like stifling. I don't know why.
It makes sense though.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know. Maybe they were getting a bit, like, stiff. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's
no,
not.
It should be
it's
stifling,
not,
though.
but no,
Because
it
there's
isn't.
no E next, like, stifling.
Oh, there is many words like that I just completely mispronounced for like years, and then Tommy's like, "What the? No,
Yeah.
this is not it." And I was like, "Oh, okay."
That's true though, because a lot of words because I started reading on my own quite early on, so a lot of words that I didn't even know the meaning of or didn't know, I either didn't ask, there was no one around to ask or like to pronounce it, so I either invented the meaning of it around what it was, like befriend. In my head, befriend is an evil word. Because as I was younger, like the B at the like the BE thing just makes it looks evil to me. This makes no sense. So to me, if you befriend someone, you've done them dirty. Like you've gone against.
No
them.
dear.
Whereas it's the complete opposite.
I was gonna say you could get the meaning of a book completely wrong like this.
And it wasn't until like ages later that I was like befriend and like, and then in that context, because it must have been in a context where it could have gone either way.
Yeah.
Or something. Or I
How
just
funny.
completely read that book, whatever that book was in, the word was in.
Well, sometimes I just like I say the word with like in French.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, yeah, I know how to pronounce this, and then it's like, oh, not at all.
No.
Not at all. Like a, how do you say, like a viscount?
Viscount, yeah.
Yeah, a viscount. I'm just like a vicomte. I'm like, yes, that's exactly it.
That's kind of dirty.
There's lots of words like that. I'm like, that wasn't it then.
Quite right.
Okay.
To be fair, we probably did steal it from French anyway.
Yeah, it's definitely French.
Yeah.
100%.
So actually you're right.
So really, I'm right, and the
Yeah,
whole
it
like
was.
English population is wrong.
Oh, someone commented on my last video. Ashes of the Sun, they hated it.
No.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
They DNF'd it after like 150 pages.
I refuse to believe this.
So
Well, I refuse to trust
it
them.
could be the third DNF that we filmed or read together.
No, Kizzy.
Together.
It will be good. I've got both of them.
Yeah, you do.
It will be
But
good.
then that's another thing that worries me, is when you've got a series, and I feel like it's a warning if the series gets smaller as it goes on. Do you know what I mean?
No.
Right, so... Right, take Assassin's Apprentice, for example. This is this is a good sign. The series gets bigger.
Oh, I see what you mean.
There's more content because the
In
series
each
is
book,
developing
yeah.
and growing.
Yeah.
Whereas...
Mm.
trying to find one. Oh, you got The Ninth Rain!
Yes.
Oh, can I borrow that?
Yeah.
Because my friend Gavin's his favourite book, and for about 12 months, for ages now, every couple of weeks he asks me, have you got the book yet? I'm like, no.
I really want to read it.
It's apparently really good. Maybe we should add that.
I was going to say, maybe
That's
we can just read it
recommended
together.
as a good one.
I've heard so many good things about it. Petrick really likes it. Although he really liked the first binding, so you know, but it's fine.
Questionable about Petrick.
No, we trust Petrick. It's okay.
I'm trying to find a series that gets smaller. There is a series that gets smaller.
I see what you mean though, like the second book is
The
shorter
second book
than
is
the,
shorter.
yeah.
And for me, that's just wrong. If that shouldn't happen.
Well, I feel like it happens in like book twos quite often, just because like,
is
you
that
know,
one?
second book like syndrome or whatever.
Maybe, okay, 5th season gets smaller.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but and 5th season is incredible. I know you didn't.
I lost
it.
momentum with the 5th season.
I think because I like binge read them.
I tried to.
I love the first one
I think
so.
I have
Like the
as
first
well.
one is my favourite.
Yeah.
The first one's incredible. It's so good. 10 out of
I
10.
still need to read the third one. I've realised I'm in the middle of so many series because I just haven't read them.
I'm gonna, like, in my next year's reading journal, there's gonna be like a series I need to finish.
Well.
And then I've started like planning for it, and I'm like, oh dear, why?
Oh, no.
I should have never looked into this. Because like, it's also like, how do I count like the first Lore World? Because technically, I'm not in the middle of a series. Because Best Served Cold is a standalone. So like, I'm technically not in the middle of like, but I am.
Yeah.
Because they're all like related. So
They're in the same world.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same ballpark. I would count it as a series.
Yeah, so do I. But then that doesn't help my my problems, really. So then I have to do that for manga as well, and
Yeah.
oh boy.
But then how many series do you have there? Because there's a lot of books there, but
a lot of them are the same series, yeah. I'm not sure, to be honest.
And do you count just the series that you own in completion?
No, because that would be impossible. I mean, for manga at least, it's like...
Oh yeah, they're like hundreds.
There's just so many. And then that doesn't count, like, stuff like Empire of the Vampire. Technically, obviously, there's more in the series, but it's not out, so that doesn't count.
That doesn't count yet. He's right, he's...
I think it's off to the editors.
Yeah. I think he's
If I
going
remember
over it.
I'm so excited. I want it so badly.
Is it next year it come out? Has it been pushed back?
I'm not sure. I'm hoping for next year. It is a big boy, like, so I get it. I just want the collector's, like, coloured
Yes.
edition so badly.
So, 4 editions of that. And you've already got rid of one.
Yeah. See, it's not that bad.
Okay, so I have one final question for you. The most important question in anyone's reading room.
Oh god.
It's the couch.
Isn't it
Your
stunning?
reading couch.
Isn't it beautiful? I love it so much.
This is such a... I feel like a luxury.
Yeah, to be honest, that's like the most expensive thing I've ever bought. And it took me like weeks to work at like wondering if I should buy it or not.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's orange.
It's orange.
It's velvet. And I need it.
You don't eat on here, do you?
I do sometimes, but I put my
I'd be
blanket
scared.
over it.
Yeah, I'd be so scared. But it's honestly the comfiest thing.
Literally for the first like 3 weeks, I wouldn't let anyone else sit on it.
Yeah.
I'm just like, no, you're not sitting on this.
It is so lovely.
They do it in green as well.
Ooh, what kind of, like an earthy green?
Like an olive
Olive
green. It's beautiful.
I feel like it would be given an emerald green.
Mm-mm. They do like the proper like long like couch as well.
I used to work in a Debenhams and they had a green couch and it was like with like gold.
Ooh,
And these bits were gold.
fancy.
I was like, that's the couch I want in my future home.
Well, that came from Argos, so.
So nice.
So it was really expensive for Argos.
Yeah, because I feel like where you choose to read and how you choose to read is very important to a lot of people.
I don't
have their different methods.
I don't like reading in bed.
No.
I don't like being in bed if I'm not like
Sleep.
sleeping, you know? I don't like it. It reminds me of like, you know, being like a teen and like the only room that I had was my bedroom, so like I was always in bed. And now I'm just like, I've got a whole house.
Read out.
Yeah. But yeah, so I read on here most of the time. This one is just here to be here because it was my previous reading chair. It's not the most
It's a bit small.
it's nice, but it's a bit small, you know.
You'd have to read very upright.
And then like this is not how I read.
Yeah.
I'm literally just like yeah. Like the most uncomfortable looking position is usually how I'm reading. So
Yeah. Well, to be fair, I think it's quite difficult to actually read. Like it's a physical effort to read. Like people that can read on a beach.
Oh yeah,
I
I can do that.
But how? Do you lie in your front? It's uncomfortable.
I'm moving all the time, anyways. Like even on this
Shoulders.
chair, I'm a fidgeter.
But then you can't lie down because who can read like that?
I can read like for about a minute.
Yeah.
And then
I've
usually
always
I'm like
dropped it
this.
on my face. Wow. So many times I've dropped a book right on my face. So there we have Debs' shelves.
My room.
Your room. Debs' book room. Library, can we count this as a library?
I suppose so,
An
yeah.
at-home library.
Other one's allowed to bore or anything, so I mean you are, but you know, only if you
I'll get my little library card.
yeah, you can.
But to be fair, my brother from Christmas got me a library card set.
Oh, how cute!
Yeah.
Oh, that's quite
Right.
nice.
Stamped books and all that.
That's nice. That's cute. I like it.
There we go. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I have no idea what it's going to be like. Hopefully it's watchable.
I've just been a lot of rambling and nothing else.
Yeah. Thank you again for watching. Let me know what you think. There will hopefully be another episode with a different bookshelf seller.
Bookshelf seller? Yeah, I sell bookshelf in my spare time.
Bookseller's bookshelf instead is what I was actually meant to say. Here is Debs. All her social media will be down below. She has a book account and a Goodreads.
Yes, I do.
And a Depop actually with a lot of things on it that you might like.
There's not much at the moment, but yeah, sure.
There's a little
Go for it. There's a little sword.
There is a little sword.
There is a little sword. Yes, there is.
Yes. Thank you again for watching. I'll see you in the next video very soon. There we go.
Well, hopefully that comes out alright.
I hope so too.
Yeah, you can always come back.